What's up?
Why would you turn that on?
What's good, man? Why are you being OD and chill?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
It's been 24 days in quarantine. 24 days of only seeing each other's face. And by each other, I mean me and my boyfriend, Tim. We're having a grand old time here in Connecticut. So as you guys know, I live with my grandma, so I cannot be home right now during this crazy time because she's 87 and she's like this big. And if I get her sick, I will never live with myself and I will jump off the George Washington. So that's why I can't be home. But I'm leaving soon from Connecticut to go away and be with my parents and get back to them, which is nice. It's good to see family right now if you can. Although, like, I highly suggest limiting travel. I mean, this is obviously very serious, and I'm the first person to say when this all first started happening, like, I honestly didn't think it was, like, that serious until it's probably till, like, the week we started quarantining because my work went remote, and I was like, okay, like, it seems to be getting serious, and my family, like, were like, okay, like, you gotta leave, and I was like, you gotta leave, like, I live here. They're like, you gotta leave. And I was like, all right. So left, came up here, and all I did was I literally just threw a bag together. Like, I have nothing. Like, I have 4 outfits that I keep having to wash and then, like, wear Tim's pants and shirts because I have nothing. I left with nothing. Just, like, grabbing a few, like, random things. And, yeah, we've only been out to the store like twice, so I'm really living like on the fringe right now. Tim just keeps looking at me. So yes, it's been a fun time so far in quarantine. But I mean, you all have to be pretty, like, it is a very scary and serious thing going on right now. And I didn't mention this earlier, but this is a very casual and candid thing here. Life is a mess. I actually am very mad that I haven't been posting because I had a really great video that I made right before all this craziness went down in New York City where I did a get ready with me, and oh my god, it came out so well, and I was like so excited to post it, and like all this shit went down. I was like, okay, I don't think it's appropriate to post a get ready with me when a bunch of people have just been laid off, and I'm very lucky to have a job right now that is helping support so many families that, you know, are in need, because I do work for a food company. I work in the food industry. So super cool and happy, and your shadow is really ruining my life right now.
I don't know where you want me to go.
We're in a tiny apartment. We're just like right there. He's always right there. So we're making the best of it. I'm really thankful that I have Tim, who graciously like took me in like at the last minute when I was just kind of in shambles. Like, I'm like, oh my god, like I don't want to get my grandma sick, like I gotta get out. So yeah, so I mean, this is like a weird time for me because like as a typical introvert, you know, I love being inside and not talking to people. Like, it's great, like I love that. But this whole thing has taught me, no, like I will never say no to plans again. Like, I've felt like I've pushed, I feel like this is actually like almost what I needed personally to kind of reevaluate my life, because I feel like every day is so draining for me sometimes, like just going out, like having to talk to people, and then you come home and I'm just like, I want to shut my brain off and I don't want to do anything. But now I've realized like, oh my god, like human interaction is just so important and so necessary to find to like keep yourself sane. And oh my god, like, I miss my friends. I like miss my family. I've been like FaceTiming people every day. It's just been a whole thing. But one of like the struggling parts is, since I did come up here with virtually nothing, like I was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Like, I have nothing to do. And thankfully, right before all this went down, I picked up a book, believe it or not, at Five Below. And like, which is a very underrated store. And like, I want to start going there where they have some like cool stuff. So I got this book, and it's like really been helping me, because as you guys know, I've been struggling to be to like refine myself in a way. Like I feel like over the past few years I've kind of like not been myself, and I feel like very down and like little, and I don't want to be like that anymore. And part of it is I felt like I wasn't being creative anymore. I was like waking up, doing whatever, going on Instagram, and then like going to sleep. Like I don't want to live my life like that. So I got this book, and it's called My Creative Life. Rediscover Your Creativity by Liz Dean. And like what I did was I picked it up at Five Below, and I like flipped through it, and like it seemed like it had a lot of like content in here. So I was like, okay, like let's get the book. So I started working through it, and I mean like I'll probably do a separate video about this book just because like I feel like it would be really therapeutic for me to share some of the things I've put in this book, because it's like basically like a journal but has different prompts. It just kind of like really helps you like rediscover like who you were when you were younger and before things got complicated and relationships got complicated and school and bills and all of that, and like kind of who you were before all of that. Because you know what, we aren't just our bills and like our money. We're not just like a dollar amount. Like we are real people, and I think that we forget that. And I think right now a lot of people are kind of in the same boat as I am. They're like, a lot of people have unfortunately been laid off, or they're going through hard times, or they've been sent home indefinitely. We don't know how. Kids are screaming. It's a whole thing. And I feel like people are like, okay, well, what am I going to do now? Like, I feel like over the years, with the birth of social media, people have lost their hobbies. Some people have took their hobbies and went off with them and made them big and like use social media to help them. But I find that instead of everyone having hobbies now, like it's everyone has social media now, and some people have hobbies. So I wanted to like get back to like the stuff I love to do. So I picked up this book, and I'll definitely get into this in another video, but like it's really been super helpful. I'm really excited about it. I actually like, it's made me cry so much because the book like kind of makes you think, and it makes you really reevaluate your life. And like there was like, after like the first few pages, I actually put it down. I was like, I don't want to do this book. It was too much. It was like too emotional. I was like, I don't want to do this. But then I decided with Tim's support, he was like, you need to do this book. Obviously, if it's, you know, making you that upset, you have something that you're dealing with, so you need to use this book. And it's been helpful. I can't actually do the second part of the book because it involves you going outside and seeing your surroundings. Not here. No, we're not doing that here. Connecticut's not that nice. So, and then the other thing I was doing is, right before things got crazy, we had to go to Walmart to food shopping, and I made a quick stop into the arts and crafts section, and I got canvases. I bought like, apple barrel paint and brushes and like a little, I don't know whatever this thing's called. The thing you put the paint in. One of these things. A palette, thank you. And I was like, okay, like let's go to town and make some art. So I picked up like terracotta pots too, and I like made myself some pots, but they're all over there. You don't need to see them. They're on my Instagram story if you really want to see them. But like the biggest thing I'm excited about is this piece of art back here. I like basically did like a Barbie, like little Barbie doll shoe inspired work of art, and it's supposed to be like a pile of like kind of like they're falling, but they're not, kind of whatever you want to see in it, but like they're supposed to just be like there. So at first I hated it, now I love it. I worked really hard on it. Listen, I'm no fucking Picasso, but I don't know. I just like, I've been wanting to buy wall art for like my house, and it's expensive, and I hate everything. Like everything is like, or like it's too cheesy, or like everybody has it, and it's like, for me, I'm like, maybe I'm not the best painter, but I feel like I'd rather buy a bunch of giant ass canvases and like do my own thing, and that way I could be like, it's a Jordan Gentile original. So I've been doing that. So that was like my first big thing. I have another big canvas like that I'm gonna do, and I'm mad that because I left my 2 big canvases at home that I had already started, that I was kind of doing like abstract self-portraits with a little bit, but I honestly didn't even get to start them. I'm hoping that on my way to my parents that I can go back and grab the 2 canvases from my house, because I live with a mother-daughter, so I can avoid my grandma. She doesn't go up into the part of the house that I live in, so I can go up in the front, go grab my things. I can like wave to her from the window. I miss my grandma so much. I'm so sad without her. It makes me so sad that she's there without me. And like, she's told me she's missed me. And like, it just breaks my heart for me to not be there with her and like to think of her all alone. But I call her and everyone's calling her. I mean, she has 10 grandchildren. Everyone, I hope, is calling her. And like, I'm pretty sure they are anyway. And she's like I'm sure she's fine. Doesn't like people that much anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of just like a little bit about what I've been doing kind of like through this journey. Have not worn makeup in a month. My skin is getting so much better. Of course, I have one freaking pimple. Like, I got it yesterday, and I was like, and I wanted to do this video like 2 days ago, but I was like, I'm lazy. It's quarantine. I'll do it eventually. Yeah, so now I have a pimple, but my skin's improved a lot, and this is my natural hair, like completely natural. Like, I didn't even brush it after the shower. It's still in like that really awkward length right now, and I just switched up my part. Usually, typically I have a middle part, but I switched off to the side right now. But I can't wait to go see my hairstylist. I need a haircut. I need to get it trimmed because it's been 6 months, and it's just like, oh, and like debating if I'm gonna get it colored. This is my natural hair color, like up here. I chopped my hair off like a year ago to get all the color out because I wanted my natural color for a while. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this, if I want to go back to blonde or like whatever. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. And yeah, I'm just trying to find ways like keep busy, not kill each other, like make food. Like we made brownie cookies last night. I made like pasta. I made not just like regular pasta. We made buffalo chicken quesadillas, which were so good. Oh my god, that would have been such a good video to make those. Wow, I really messed up there. So yes, so that's it for me for my little quarantine spiel. Follow me on Instagram. Something else I want to tell you guys know is I know I have like an official Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams. So I have my usual Instagram, my real one, and like my official Instagram. And I've decided to like delete my official one. Like honestly, like I don't need the stress of having 2 Instagrams and being like, oh my god, aesthetic. Like, you know what? I'm not trying to be anybody else anymore. I'm not trying to be some goddamn influencer like, oh my god, my aesthetic. Like I'm only gonna post pictures with like the one. If that's you, like cool. Like if you have the mental capacity to sit there and do that and it's not draining to you, then like good for you. I honestly wish I could do that. But for me, I can't do it. And I find that like it kind of goes against everything I talk about anyway. Like I always talk about being yourself, not putting this pressure on you. And then meanwhile, I'm like destroying myself in my mind because I'm like, this Instagram filter doesn't work. And I'm like, no. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to like make a few posts saying that on there. And like, so if you follow me on there and you don't follow me on my regular Instagram, my regular Instagram has just gone public because obviously it was public forever. And then I only made it private for a year because I went through some personal things last year, and it's just as like, I didn't want like random people like knowing what was going on, but I guess like it doesn't matter. Honestly, I feel like my life is kind of worth sharing. I keep like, sometimes I think my life is really boring, and then I like remember like random things, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's not that boring. Like I just remembered the other day that I've actually taken a shot with Carrot Top. Me and my best friend Scavello, we did spring break in Las Vegas our senior year, and we sat front row at Carrot Top show for my dad's friends got us tickets for free, and it was just like super fun. We like dressed up and we got to go see Carrot Top, and it was a really good show. And Carrot Top straight up came out of the audience and gave me and Scavello a shot of Vanilla Crown, and like we took it with him like in the middle of the show, and I was like thinking about it, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like I've taken a shot with Carrot Top like in Vegas. So I guess sometimes my life can be pretty cool. But other than that, I'm gonna link some videos that I've been like kind of watching through quarantine that have been like really good. And also too, my friend Alana started a podcast. It's on Spotify. It's so funny and like really good, and I'm gonna link it in the bottom. But I will say like her podcast is not for the faint of heart. And she's not politically correct, and she hates on everyone, like everybody, and herself too. Like, believe me, like her, me, people we know, anybody, no one is safe on her podcast, and it's kind of really funny. And I I think it's very enjoyable, and you guys should totally watch it. I'm gonna link it below. And also too, I'm gonna link this video. One of a girl I grew up with, who was a grade younger than me, she has started like a makeup YouTube, and she's so funny, and I love watching her, and I just have to share it with the world. She's like the most adorable thing. So please watch her videos too, and subscribe to her, and like subscribe to my friend Alana's podcast. Like, oh my God. And then I'm also probably gonna link videos to another friend of mine, a sorority sister's makeup Instagram, makeup YouTube as well, because she's really great and talented as well. Like, I watch these videos and I'm like, oh my God, like the amount of talent some people have blows my freaking mind. I'm here drawing freaking Barbie shoes that don't even look that great. And I'm like, I haven't done makeup in weeks. I'm like, I don't even know if I can do makeup anymore. Like, so I've been watching a lot of these videos, and like, they kind of just bring me joy. It's like nice to see people with passions and talents that they're really great at, like, you know, putting themselves out there. It's like very wonderful to see. So yeah, I'm gonna like link all that too, and you guys should totally check them out. Have fun during this quarantine. Please stay inside. Please stay safe. Like, this is not a joke. Like, stay home unless you really need to go to the store. And like, if you're going to the store, like, you know, divide and conquer, or like get in, get out. Like, just do everything you can as fast as possible. It's just not worth it. It's not worth other people's lives. Like, we have healthcare workers like putting their lives on the line for us, and it's kind of like stupid if we're out and about doing like non-essential things. Like, social distancing is like not a joke. I get there's lots of memes about it. Like, I get it. People use humor to cope, and like, it's funny. Don't think I don't laugh. Like, I think they're funny, but we all have to kind of keep a bigger perspective in mind, because like, this is happening. This is real. I mean, and we don't know how much longer it's gonna last. Like, we know right now, like, okay, well, we're all like, I have to work from home till April 30th. But we don't know much longer this is going to keep going. I'm probably going to end up being like a nomad and living out of my car, going back and forth from whoever is going to just take me, because I can't go home. So please take it seriously. You know, the more we all stay inside now, like, get inside now, so that way like all this dies down by like Memorial Day weekend, and then we can get out. Because like right now, Memorial Day weekend's looking shot, and I'll tell you, I can't miss Memorial Day weekend. That's like my thing. But like, if I have to, I have to. But like, stay inside, man. Like, do you want to miss your summer? Like, no. So yeah, that's my little quarantine spiel. Stay inside. Check out the videos I'm linking below in the channel. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to everyone I'm showing below. Check out my friend's podcast. Follow me on Instagram. I'll link my actual one. And I honestly might post this video on Instagram too, because why the fuck not? Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Get back to you guys soon. Have fun in quarantine. And Tim, do you have anything to say?
I'm good.
I'm glad you're good.